Welcome back to the Youth Academy. It's episode 2 of season 2. We'll be ending the summer transfer window today, although we're not looking to make any more additions to the squad at present. Waiting on those Youth Scout reports month to month now to try and improve. If you missed yesterday's season opener, definitely worth your watch because there are a number of new faces in this starting lineup that you won't be familiar with. And I won't be delving into too much detail today as to who they are. One thing I have done though is I've set up a rotated squad for simulated games that we don't care about, like the Carabao Cup, like the EFL Trophy, etc. And we now have a full 11 that we can field in that. I've called the club, or the squad, Rotato. Don't know why, just because that's the level of my humour apparently. But Rotato will get a chance to play away from home against Northampton in the Carabao Cup to start the season and lose on penalties after a 0-0 draw. So, two Rotatos apiece. Two Rotatos apiece with a 0-0. But we'll be back to full strength for the game against Wigan, which will be our first game of those clubs that got relegated down from League One last season. So hopefully we can improve with our performance and get ourselves off the mark with a second win and back into those top few places. Of course, we got, actually no, it's not the first game against a relegated side, is it? We simmed the game against Wimbledon yesterday, got a 3-3 draw, but it's our first played game against a relegated side. We also have Cheltenham midweek, which will probably be another sim, then Mansfield and Forest Green as the final two played games of the season, of the episode even. Obviously, Mansfield, as you can see in the playoffs, and Forest Green, the last side that we lost to last year, and I'd like a measure of revenge for them, or from them, in that vein. So, Rotato to one side, it's time for the full strength 11 to jump in, and you can see Wigan starting lineup on the left there. They're going with a 4-2-3-1, we're going with 4-4-2, and we'll see if we can get ourselves a win. Please continue to hit that thumbs up button and show your support for the channel. Let me know your continued feedback in the comment section down below. And I've just noticed who the referee is. Remember Sam Perkis last season? Let's hope for a better performance from him on this occasion. Not sure how well Wigan have started their first season back down at League 2 level. They might be above us in the league at this stage. You would imagine that they have a stronger squad, although ours has significantly improved, of course, at the beginning of this season. And Tudor is currently our top goal scorer. And Salem trying and succeeding to find Lucas Ball there. Tudor's going to have to turn and look for support here, but we've certainly started the season well with our new signings. They've all really hit the ground running. Tudor will look for Pope here, who isn't necessarily a new signing as he came up through the youth system, but certainly is a new face in the starting 11. Tudor going one way then the other. Got support still. Finding it quite hard to break through this Wigan back line at the moment. But Tudor's on his left here. Gets the shot away. But it's a comfortable enough save for Jones. But having Wigan pinned in is certainly the best way to try and get yourself a goal. And unfortunately, we haven't yet found one. But fingers crossed we will. Couldn't quite get there to steal it away from him. Lovely little touch by Solomon Otterball. And here's Zach Clough. Oh, lovely ball through. And a 1-0 lead for Wigan. It's a good move from them. We just had our chance at the other end. They have made theirs pay at the other. Ball from Viv Solomon Otterball was great, and a nice little ball by Clough inside as well. Unfortunately, we trail away from home against Wigan Athletic. Hello has come short for it. And if he can find some space in there, Salem, we could find an equalising goal. Another good enough shot, but a comfortable enough save for the goalkeeper again. At least we're creating. That's the first start. Then the next aim is to get the ball in the back of the net. More than once, hopefully. Salem on the run. Tudor feeds him in. Salem. Oh, he's just got past the defender. And yes, as Derek Ray said, surely the equaliser. Little bit lucky, not the best of turns, but we do have an equalising goal. Up we go, please. Well up, Prince. It's one good thing about having a guy that was originally a centre-back at left-back and still has great stats for a centre-back in Prince, is that he has great jumping. Salem's been played through here. The defender's closing me down. Just needed a little bit of good footwork. Tudor. Allo to Bull. Back to Allo. First time on the left foot. blocked well. Oh, it's making me chase after. I've literally had 2 other men that I could have tried to close that down with, and it wouldn't let me change player. Ball into Salem. Oh, where to go? Wigan do drop very deep when they're defending like this. Salem played in. Lovely spin. And then the angle for the shot that can't be found. Oh, Sama. I know you're still very low rated, so I can't expect too much of you, but I would have expected you to find the target at least there. I guess that's what you get when players are slightly higher rated and a little bit more consistent. Never mind. Or that's what we will get when players are slightly higher rated and a little bit more consistent. Salem looking for Tudor, can't find him. It'll be 1-1 at the break. Salem needs to come a little bit closer to me. I can't really find him there. I'll lift this looking for the runner ball. And found well. An early ball into the middle and cleared comfortably away, frustratingly. There's a goal elsewhere. It's Tranmere equalising against Stevenage as Dodu is played in and inexplicably tries to play an early pass with his head when he quite clearly was in behind. Right, that's a nice ball to Tudor. He is left-footed, but we'll look for a teammate here. Salem is waiting. Again, a good turn by Salem. Can we get a better shot this time? You betcha! Near post OP, Barrow 2, Wigan 1. Samer Salem and Tudor are going to fire us to promotion. Of that, I am sure. But whether it'll be automatic or playoffs, not quite so confident. Salem arriving on a hat-trick, of course, now. Not really going to get past there, but pushing forward from right back is new boy Jack Campbell. Nil there is Mulholland. Finding Salem. Tudor could make me the run. He's going to be on his favoured left foot as well. Oh! Powered home! Let's go! Yeah, this strike partnership up top, going to be the best in the league, mark my words. Oh, loose from long. Ball with a really sharp turn. Tudor is forward and available. He's running a little bit low on stamina though, Tudor. I think ball might just have been offside there. If I can get it back to Salem, we might have a hat-trick. He's onside! No! The diving header! Very well saved by the goalkeeper. I don't know why he went for a diving header, not a volley. Maybe it was just too far out of his reach to go with his feet. Allo with a strong challenge and a fair one. The referees let play go on. Allo looking at wide football again. Quickly to Tudor now, who again, as I say, is struggling for stamina. And we've wrong-footed the defender well. Oh, surely, says Derek Ray. No, says the goalkeeper. Good header by Pumphrey, dominating the man in the air. Pope will get that quickly inside to McVeigh. Allo, and well intercepted by Perry, actually. It might be the opportunity for a second goal for Wigan, more so than a fourth for us. This little 1-2 perhaps with Clough and Dodu. No, they've gone out wide here to Solomon Otterball, and now Dodu's at the back post and on his own, and surely it will be 3-2. Not got the defensive awareness, unfortunately, the defenders to stick with the run there of Otterball. Just either that or just not got the pace. Unfortunately, man in the middle on his own there, Dodu. Never mind, eh? Never mind. 3-2. Just as well we got that extra goal from Tudor, isn't it? We should still get the victory now. I'll just pass the ball about and ensure that I do get the win from here. And I didn't noticed as well, actually, I've forgotten to change the boots on some of our new players. So I will do that in between this game and the next one. Clark to ball. Could go again here. Oh, Chisholm's lost it, but time should run out on Wigan now. I hope. I hope. I hope. Oh, he's gone that way. No. Away, please. Still not over. Still not over. Yes, Jack Campbell. There we go. That's what the improvements in defence were for. To ensure we get wins when under pressure. Let's go. A 3-2 win against Wigan. And we'll head now to the next game. A 3-2 deserved win against Wigan. We'll head now to the next game. Midweek against Cheltenham, which we will sim. But in the meantime, I need to go and change some boots. Right, here we go then. Against Cheltenham, they're currently 22nd, so not having the best of starts to the season. Let's see what Rotato can do in the league. Just out of curiosity. A 1-1 draw with a goal from McNeil. That's not bad. Knowing that I can potentially rely on Rotato for league games at the bottom end of League 2 does give me hope, or at least for, when we find ourselves with loads of midweek games, does give me hope that, we can actually be competitive throughout the course of the full season, regardless of any fixture congestion we find ourselves in. Next, Mansfield away. We're currently 7th and in the playoffs still. Mansfield 12th and just 2 points behind us, but just 2 points further up is top of the table. So this is going to be a season where we compete. Surprised to see Wimbledon down the bottom, to be honest. But this is going to be a season where we do compete towards the top end. Hopefully right at the very top end. But Mansfield first, and then Forest Green after that. Forward into Mulholland. Try and draw the defender towards me. I didn't even need to. He just left Pope wide over there. Will deliver the ball into the middle. I perhaps should have crossed it a little bit sooner to give Tudor some more space to get into. Campbell's up though from the corner. And oh, he hits the post. He's gone for the second ball. He won't get there. That will drop to Pope. We'll keep possession and we'll try again. Prince. Loose. Very loose. And now actually we might be in trouble going the other way. Good tackle by Pumphrey. We keep the ball alive. Come on then. Ball. No, that was supposed to go over here towards Tudor, unfortunately. Positive start, though. We look competitive here. As to Mansfield, though. Here's Bowery coming down the right-hand side for them. Prince trying to catch him up. Not yet got the pace I'd prefer at wing-back, but certainly got the physicality. Clark turning inside and then beating the man. And then fouled by the man. No, not fouled by the man. Oh, good enough save by Da Costa to turn it around the corner for... well, a corner. Clark to deliver. Positive start for both sides here. Competitive game against Mansfield, but one that we, so far, have a clean sheet in. Into Mulholland. And Allo will go left. And drive forward with Prince. Tudor is there, the obvious recipient. Good footwork from him. That's one thing I have noticed with Tudor's play so far. Whilst that left foot is very good at striking the ball, both feet are very good at keeping hold of it too. Oh, if he'd have taken that first sun like I would have liked, would have stood a better chance of scoring. Taking the touch on that right foot first, and that just allowed the defender to get back and narrow the angle. Ball with the delivery. Up we go with Campbell. It's going to fall to Tudor on that left again. An early strike by Pope that's well blocked. Get to it first with Pumphrey and keep the ball alive. Keep things going through the gap. Salim. Oh, can't turn. Rawson will stay at 0-0 after 25 minutes. Get to that. Well up, Mulholland. Get to that first. Well up, Salem. Tudor's away. It's on his left. You know what happens next. Oh, go and celebrate with the fans. Go and celebrate with the fans. Barrow 1. Mansfield 0. And again, the two up top combine. Mulholland just blazed it high and wide, but a mistake from Mansfield. Then desperate challenge. And a simple finish. Ever reliable, it seems. Damian Tudor. We're away. Let's get that top of the table status, or at least the top 3 automatic places, please. Allo to Tudor. Nice little flick around the corner. Salem. Pope. It's always available, Pope. I do like his positioning. Salem holds the man off. We'll find ball. Quickly looking for Allo. Perhaps should have driven down the line first. Can we get there to challenge? Pumphrey's tried his best. I'm trying to step to play Ward offside. It was a risk that hasn't paid off. And Ward is in behind. And buries it. I just didn't quite time my step properly. Oh, man. He would definitely have been off for the step a split second sooner. Very, very tight call. But Mansfield have their equaliser before the break. And we will have to go again. Clark lofted over. Can Pumphrey get there? He can. And show the strength to hold off the man as well. I'm going to have to go back. Sometimes you have to play the way you're facing, as they say. And that was the way I was facing. Get that out there. Pumphrey to Prince. They're pushing. Trying to press. It's what Forest Green, our next opponents, did at the end of last season to force the mistake to give themselves their winning goal. Tudor's the man I'm going to play in here. And arriving here is Allo. If I can get it on his left, it's going to end up in the back of the net. I hoped. Anyway, cleanly on his left then, perhaps, it would end up in the back of the net. 10 minutes into the second half, it's still 1-1 as they make their first change. Their goal scorer taken off. And Charles Leon in his place. Hello. A little bit acrobatic, a little bit fancy. Could work really well. Bowery, support out wide here from McLaughlin. And in the middle. They brought Charles Leon for their previous goal scorer. And I dare say Ward probably would have finished that over the bar from close range. Well, Mansfield with a chance to go in front that they can't take. Let's punish them for it, shall we? It's not the best of balls by Allo, but Tudor can play him in again. We'll look early for Salem. I'll look for Allo again. I get a little bit lucky because I think he might have been offside. Back to Mulholland. Out wide to Pope. In the middle could be a teammate. We'll have a throw instead. They're going to make another change. We're going to keep with the 11 that are on the field right now. Pope to Salem. I'm going to go all the way across here and then quickly around the corner. He's onside, I think, Ball. He's hit the post. What have I got to do to get a second goal in this game? Come on, give it to Tudor maybe. That's what the answer is. It might well be. Tudor! It is what we need to do! Damian at the double! Let's go! I think that might be the only change I make. Maybe press for Campbell at right back as well. Just to try and keep some fresh legs on the field and ensure that we can get this victory. Clark with the corner. Oh, it's poor. It's a poor delivery. And that went through the man at the near post. Quite literally through his body, so the goalkeeper could pick that up. I mean, thank you, Games Engine. But not sure about that. I'm going to try and get this. Oh, no. I was looking for Salem. Never mind. 12 to go. Still 2-1. Can we get to that? We can. Might not be 2-1 for long. Salem doesn't necessarily miss these opportunities very often. But he has slashed that one horribly wide. Salem. Around the corner to Pope. Tudor is there. Oh, it's got to be Bull. It's got to be Bull on the far side. And then we'll square it across. Sorry, Mansfield. Sorry. I just had to make sure I win this game. Really well worked move in the end. Excellently played. Great movement by everybody involved. Brilliant run by McMullen. And kept the run going as well. Didn't just give up when the ball went out to Bull, expecting him to take it on and score himself. Offered him the option. You can shoot if you want, Lucas. You can square it to me if you like. Square it we did. Score we did. Win we will. We conceded late on in the last game. That's not a foul, thank you. Oh, little bit of a wobble. Little bit of a wobble. We conceded late on to make it 3-2 in the last game. But with Lucas Bull on the far side here, it looks more likely to be... 4-1. No, I didn't quite react quickly enough, nor have the stamina. A 3-1 win. We'll take it. Scoring goals, not an issue with this front two. Absolutely brilliant from them in this... second season. Tudor with a 10 out of 10 match rating. What a pickup he is proving to be. I'm sure you guys haven't seen episode 1 yet, but I'm sure as I'm recording this that you guys are going to love what's happened so far in this second season. You're doing great, Stoddart. Sorry, mate. You've had a transfer bid come in for you, actually. I am reluctant to accept it, but I may because, well... We've got a much better starting goalkeeper and the understudy is better than you were. Gardner is better than Stoddart was. Sorry, Stoddart. You were great to start us off, but improve we have. And improve further we will. And unfortunately, without you. Right, up next, Forest Green. Let's get revenge for that defeat at the end of the last season, shall we? Nice block by Allo. Collins to Jamil Matt. Lofted over the top to Cadden. Nicely into Jamil Matt again. Oh, round the corner, not really tidily too. Sharon Collins was squirming away towards that far corner. Forest Green, definitely the better side so far in these opening few minutes. Oh, my passing has not been good enough. Forest Green with the side I wanted to get a bit of payback for our last defeat in the league last season. But so far, they look like the more likely side to win this game. I can't even get the ball really away from my own box. Collins brings that down. Jamil Matt sweeps it wide of the post, but I am second best here. Into that space. Pumphrey's trying to get there, but can't. Nice ball played back. Lovely dink forward. Oh, living on the edge here against Forest Green. Goal is being peppered with shots, but so far Da Costa has kept them all out. Oh, still we can't catch them on the counter. It's what I tend to rely on quite regularly as a tactic to beat sides that are better than me. But at the minute, it's not working. I can't do anything against Forest Green. Half an hour played, and there's only going to be one winner if it doesn't fizzle out into a 0-0 draw, and that's going to be them at this rate. Pope. Come on then, a 1-2. Oh, slightly overplayed by Tudor, but he could be there in the middle if I can find him with the ball across. Oh, no, that's painful. Painful. So very nearly. Prince with the delivery. It's well blocked. I need support. It is there. Alho. Mulholland. Salem. Oh, the little deflection off the defender's taking it away from the man. Space on this right-hand side. Cadden again. And the ball, and Adams, and That has been coming. Really has. Forest Green, apparently, offering themselves up as our first bogey team of the save. I can't seem to do anything against them. They are too good for me here. They were too good for me last season. And with the progression we've made this year, the fact that they are still too good for me, even though we made such advancements last season, is certainly showing that they are the bogey team so far. Last year, the majority of the season, anybody could have beaten us. But for Forest Green to still be beating us just shows just how good this team is. If I get on the end of that, though, we could have found an equaliser right before half-time. But we won't. Trail at the break, we do. Matt with a switch. An accurate one, too, that Wagstaff does excellently to keep in play. Rather ironic that Forest Green are being our bogey team when they play in the colour that they do. Bloody typical as well. One of the sides that were always a tough game to play in the conference when Cambridge were down there. Now Forest Green finding themselves being a pretty tasty, decent side in League 2 as well. In real life and in this save. And they're looking for a second here. Montero da Costa denies them, but if either side is going to score in this game for a second time, it's going to be them. Oh, Jesus Christ. How's he score? How's he got that in? He knows he's like, oh, fucking hell, how's he done that? Whitehouse, how on earth has he squeezed that home from there? Initially, I mean, the bounce on that ball was ridiculous, but how has he headed that in from there? With a man on the line as well. Clear it, pal. Who's that? Pope. He's like, don't bother. Not bothered about that. I'll just go run away, mate. Fucking hell! How has he squeezed that header in from there? And the award for tightest finish of the season, I think of practically any save I've ever done, goes to Whitehouse of Forest Green. They have themselves a 2-0 lead and not only are cementing their victory, but cementing their status as our bloody bogey team. That is for damn sure. Holland through to Samet. We try and muster something back in this fixture. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but it did inadvertently kind of work. Tudor! Still 2-0. Holland quickly forward. Salem calling for it, screaming for it. They do work well as a partnership, these two, but they're going to have to work really well if we're to get anything out of this game now. Mulholland through to Salem. This would be a great chance, which he's buried beautifully. It's not over yet. Don't write us out of this fixture just so early. 25 minutes to go, one back, and the opportunity is still there. Lovely ball by Mulholland, but it's all about the finish. All about the finish. Samer Salem in the 66th minute with his 5th goal of the season. Let's hope that he can make it 6 before the end of this fixture. Nice ball out to Wagstaff, who's onside here. Now the man in the middle needs to stay with Jamil Matt, please. Stay with Wagstaff as well, which I haven't been able to do. Keeps well up, well held. Bowl it out quickly. Come on then. I want this equaliser. I want this equaliser. Get there. No. Oh, Alo's just not quite quick enough to get to that. And ball would have been away if we'd have found him. Matt through to Collins. He is away. Nice tackle by Pumphrey. Ever reliable at centre-back. Oh, Alo, you're letting me down in the middle at the moment, mate. Letting me down in the middle of the moment. Collins. Matt. Collins could go again. That's a Sharon. Option on the outside. Whitehouse. We'll try and score another, is he? Collins. He can score from any angle, it seems. Forest Green today. Oh, he committed to Italian zone. I couldn't get there, and Jamil Matt surely will make it 3-1 and does. Bogey status official. Forest Green are going to be the side that I am most desperate to beat in the second round of fixtures this season. Balls. So annoying. Fair play to them. They deserve it. They've been the better team. But, oh, it's frustrating. We've scored 3 in the opening 2 games that we played. Now we've conceded 3 in the next. We haven't kept a clean sheet in any of the play games today either. So, despite the fact that we are still good at scoring goals, we're still not good enough at keeping them out at the other end. That's for damn sure. But we'll try and score at least 1 more in this game. And Tudor could give us it now. And has done. Don't write us off yet. There's still 2 minutes. Oh, bloody hell. Why do we have to concede that third? That would have been the bloody point. Great finish by Damian, though. That is his 7th goal of the season so far. 12 goals from our front 2 already. Strike partnership of dreams here, aren't they? Unfortunately, our defence are having nightmares. It wasn't enough in the end. It wasn't enough. We tried very hard to get something against Forest Green, but they were too good. They were too, you can tell from the stats. They've done to us what we did to other teams today. We basically had the same performance as Wigan there. What goes around comes around. But I'm still certain that you guys are going to be enjoying and loving the start to this second season. Confirmation that Stoddart has been sold. He leaves us. I'm sorry, Mr. Stoddart, but that is the end of your time here. Press loan offer. Sorry, Finn Harps. I need him. Thank you very much. My backup left back. A scout report from one scout from the Netherlands. Any worldies in here? That's all that we're looking for is worldies at the moment. And none yet, it seems. We will still have a couple more scout reports before the end of the episode, though, from our other 2 scouts. Nothing doing on deadline day, I wouldn't imagine, for us, unless we get a real left field transfer bid. One for Dennis on loan, which actually I'm quite open to accepting now. We will try and get it to be just a loan rather than a loan to buy, though, if you don't mind, please. And then we'll see what happens in the final 7 hours of deadline day. You can see, well, I might be in the way actually, but the biggest deal of the window so far is Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid to Chelsea, and they will accept that to take Dennis out on loan for a single year, so he is off. And I don't know as we'll get any more interest, I wouldn't have thought, to be completely honest. Oh, he says, as we get potentially another transfer bid, which we do. It's for Gormley. I kind of need him still, so sorry, Southend. He stays. You're certainly not the sort of club that we will absolutely, like, sort of club that you'd be like, got to accept that. That's not happening. Dennis has been loaned out. He has gone now. Good. Still, the biggest deal is that Ferland Mendy one, 94.6 to Chelsea. A bid for Bull from Sheffield United, offering me Ben Osborne going the other way. Wow. Well, I ordinarily would probably have to consider that, but considering there's only 2 hours to go, I don't think there's enough time for that to go through. And I don't really need a left back because we've got Prince now. Can I get away with rejecting that? Well, but I don't know. What am I even talking about? I don't want Ben Osborne. He's not a regen. So, Sheffield United did get relegated. They're a championship side. I should probably negotiate this. We might be seeing the back of Lucas Bull for the considerable future. There's no point proposing another exchange player. They're not going to have a regen that's going to be good enough. I'll ask for 12, which I think, given his potential, is quite justified. They'll have offered me Ollie McBurney instead. They clearly don't want to pay just money for Bull, but I'm not going to let him go on the cheap. I'm quite happy to let him go given the circumstances, and they will pay 11 million, Sheffield United. Now, if they get this over the line, fair play to them. But I'm not sure if there's going to be enough time left, and it doesn't look like there is. We'll find out now as time runs out for transfer deadline day, and the answer is they haven't been able to get it through. We've lucked out. Lucas Bull stays, but I have a funny feeling we might be seeing some more bids in January. Youth Squad Monthly Report. Jenkins is now 16 and good enough to be called up to the starting squad. Promote to senior lineup. We may well see him in the starting lineup now ahead of Clark as our squad continues to improve. That is fantastic news. Actually, no, I'm not going to pop him there because that's just going to affect other issues when we're back in a proper scenario with the league system. Because obviously for the Papa John's Trophy, you only get 5 substitutes for some reason. Well, off we go, Rotato. You have another chance. And Rotato loses, unfortunately. I didn't quite see who it was that scored that goal. Apologies, Dave. You might have to pause it at some point just to try and see who that was. There we go. There are our other monthly scouting reports. I'll show you the final, our final transfer window dealings in a moment. Leon Lebon. Doesn't look like he's the one, does it really? And then from England, 70 to 94. I'm only accepting worldies. The squad is very strong as it is. And nobody other than a worldie is really going to have a chance of getting into the starting lineup or even the squad as things stand, really. So, Don on the bench, Clark into the bench, and Jenkins into the starting lineup. We are training him as a centre-back. Well, he's now a centre-back. And we're training his defensive stats. So, in theory, he's only going to improve. Our league position has slightly improved from the last game. I don't know whether it's improved from the last episode. We may have been slightly higher, actually. I think we were third, weren't we? Regardless, we're still in contention for automatic promotion this season, but Forest Green are one of the best sides in the league this year, and they are third and 2 points above us. So that defeat to them certainly has seen us drop a place, unfortunately. Not to worry. We are having a very strong season, and I'm sure you guys are loving this so far. So hopefully it will continue. But it won't continue today. It will continue tomorrow. Drop the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. And I'll see you tomorrow.